Hey, it's Mr. Scoppa here with your update for April 4th, 2014. The ELA state assessment is done. We finished our testing for that. That was a couple days of some multiple choice questions, some short response and some extended response questions. And the kids went through and they did it, and there was lots of interesting things for them to read. You can chat with them about how they felt about it and, what their thoughts were and everything. That's a great thing to do. At the end of the month, starting the last day of the month going into the first couple days of May, we will have our New York State testing for mathematics coming up. Also, at the end of May, we have our state testing for science that will be coming up, in which there'll be some multiple choice questions for the kids to go through, as well as the performance exam, where they will be in the science lab doing some different measurements and little experiments and things like that. So those are coming up. Also, we have the map testing that will be coming up later on in May, as well as the Ames web testing as well, so all that will be coming up, but nothing to worry about with that. Your kids are doing great, and they've been showing some great growth this year. You probably saw that in the sheets I sent home a couple weeks ago that went through and showed where the kids were at the beginning of the year versus the middle of the year, and then, again, we'll assess them at the end of the year, and we'll be able to see some good growth on some local measures that we use. So, that's a great thing. And let's see, with science, we're in the middle of matter. What's the matter about that? I know that's kind of cheesy, but that's okay. We're talking about solids and liquids and gas. We'll be talking about some electricity and things like that, and the kids will get some more science going on in our next section for the modules, in which we'll be looking at scientists and simple machines and inventions and things like that. So we're switching our focus in the modules from the idea of colonial times to moving towards a science basis there. So that will be going on there. In mathematics right now, we are working with multiplying and dividing with some larger numbers and working with factors, but those multiplication facts and division facts are still very important, so please encourage your student to be working on those at night. They've got their flashcards so they can get those down to rote, and so that way they've got them and they're ready to go. And with that, I hope you have a good weekend. It's coming to the end of March Madness. Hopefully you'll watch some fun games, and maybe you still have a team in there that you can root for. Not sure. My team that I've got picked to win Florida is still in there, but we'll see what happens. It's crazy. It's madness. It is March Madness. One last thing. The kids did have their first day of the Band Explorer program, in which they found out about all the different instruments. There'll be some information coming home about it. They're going to be tested towards the end of the month just to see where their aptitude is for the different instruments and see what their thoughts are on that. They'll be going through with some of our esteemed music people from our award-winning music department. If you need more information about that, check out www.pelmaccsd.org, and you can see about the award that Pelmac got for the music department. It's a pretty cool honor. And with that, have a good weekend.